Game of Thrones in 4K hits store shelves. Kino Lorber announces their new February slate. And remember, the 3rd of November, V For Vendetta arrives in 4K. All this and more in the latest Physical Media Report. Stay tuned. What is up, guys? Welcome to Mid-Level Media for episode 29 of my weekly Physical Media Report, the show where I give you all the latest announcements in the world of physical media. I run down the top 5 Blu-rays and top 5 4Ks for the week. I go over some deals with you guys, and I run down everything new that is coming out this week on Blues Day Tuesday. Before I get started, guys, I'm going to go ahead and remind you guys that if you are not yet a subscriber of the Mid-Level Media channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button for more great content. I do these weekly physical media updates. I do Blu-ray hunts on Tuesdays. I do thrifting vlogs on Sundays. I do reviews. I'm in the middle of a slasher series review for Friday the 13th. Those usually drop on Fridays. All kinds of great, amazing content on this channel that I would love for you to come and check out. This growing mid-level community. So definitely appreciate all of your support there, guys. And go ahead and if you could be so kind to like this video. Every single like helps me out. Help support this channel, and I would greatly appreciate it if you could just take the 1 second required to just hit that like button for me. And also go ahead and comment down below anything that you're excited about this week. What are you excited about picking up? What are you excited that's been announced coming down the pike as far as new Blu-rays and 4Ks? I would love to hear about it. I would love to start up a conversation with you guys surrounding physical media and just your general excitement for what's releasing, because this is a Blu-ray 4K show, guys. I assume that if you clicked on this video, you are a fan of physical media and you get excited about it. And we all love collecting movies. We all love collecting films. And I just like to have those conversations with you down in the comments below. But let's get into things, guys, because we got some news today. Actually, not a lot of news, but it's a pretty weak week, if I'm being honest, as far as news. Nothing really big was announced. Like every week, we usually have that one notable thing. Like last week was 2012 in 4K, and even that was kind of scraping the bottom of the barrel. But this week, I'm telling you, we're really scraping, and I'm going to blow through these new releases because there's really not a whole lot. I'm going to spend a little bit more time on the deals today because there's tons of great deals that are going on right now. But let's get through it, guys. The big one was Shirley, which I think is on Hulu right now that you can watch for free. That was a movie starring Elizabeth Moss that came out during the summer, a straight-to-VOD title. I believe it might have had some theatrical, it might have been released theatrically as well, not really sure. That is being released by Curzon Artificial Eye, which is a British film distributor, and that is coming out on Blu-ray on January the 4th. So if you're interested in that film, that will be available come January. No official release date on any American-based Blu-ray, but that is the British version right there. M. Peg de Gore, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. That's being released by RLJE and is a Shudder original film that's coming out on January the 26th, as well as another RLJE Shudder original, Spiral, not to be confused with the Chris Rock Saw Spiral movie that's supposed to be coming out next May, but this is a different Spiral movie. That's coming out on January the 19th. We also have Queens of Evil, which is a Mondo Macabre. That is coming out in November, so no official release date on that one. So I'm not as familiar with Mondo Macabre, but I know my buddy Aaron Pym over on his channel, which you guys can check out. He did an entire live stream talking about Mondo Macabre. A lot of interesting titles in there that I might want to dive deeper into. And he mentioned a sale coming up as well. So if you're interested in the Mondo Macabre brand, definitely don't miss out on that sale. It's upcoming. We also have new Kino Lorber titles that have been announced for February. And of course, Kino Lorber, they always keep us busy here on this show. The Kid Stays in the Picture, that released on February the 16th. So Evil, My Love, that releases on February the 9th. The Suspect releases on February 9th as well. And Film Worker is released on February 16th. And Man from Del Rio and The Ride Back, which is a double pack, that is being released on February the 9th. So 6 different movies, 5 Blu-rays, one of them's a double pack, but 6 movies being released in February from Kino Lorber. And if I know Kino Lorber, they're probably going to announce more because they usually release like 20 titles a month, usually like 4 or 5 titles a week, which we'll get into later as well. But that does it for the news, guys. Like I said, a not so strong week this week as far as new releases and announcements, and I kind of waited until the last minute. I was hoping something would pop up and give me something exciting to talk about today, but thank goodness we have some good new releases this week to talk about. But before we get into that, let's run down these top 5 Blu-rays and 4Ks for last week, the week that ended in October 24th. So this is actually about a week back when I get these updates. But number 1, no surprise, was the Back to the Future, the Ultimate Trilogy on Blu-ray. And of course, they released a Blu-ray set and a 4K set. So that was number 1. Batman, Death in the Family, new DC animated film. That was number 2. Hocus Pocus on Blu-ray, no surprise there, Halloween time. I don't anticipate it'll be next week though, but I could be wrong. That was number 3. Tremors Shrieker Island was number 4. That's actually kind of surprising considering Tremors Shrieker Island actually dropped on Netflix the very same day. Maybe not a lot of people knew that, but the very same day Tremors Shrieker Island was released on Blu-ray, the movie dropped on Netflix, which is kind of weird. The Nightmare Before Christmas, of course, is number 5, the Blu-ray collection of that. That might actually stay on here running into Christmas, since that is more of a in-between Halloween and Christmas movie. I know the debate's always raging between whether or not that's a Christmas movie or a Halloween movie, but I anticipate that selling probably through Christmas as well. The top 5 UHD Blu-ray sellers, 4K sellers for the week ending in October 24th. We have Back to the Future, the Ultimate Trilogy in 4K. Glad to see that on top in both categories. People appreciating those older classic adventure films in 4K and Blu-ray. Number 2, 1917. Guys, since I have started this show back in March, 1917, the 4K has been like in the top 5. I think it's rarely been out of the top 5. So that's really cool to see people that keep buying that movie in 4K, because in my opinion, that was the best film that was released in 2019, was 1917, and it's the best war film ever made. That's my opinion. You can beat me up about it in the comments section, but I love 1917, so I'm glad to see the 4K that's still doing good. Halloween 4K is number 3, Top Gun 4K is number 4, and The Tax Collector is still remaining in the top 5 of the 4K. So I guess it hasn't caught on that that's a terrible movie yet, because people are still picking it up in 4K. I haven't seen it, so I can't really comment that it was terrible, but it got a lot of really awful reviews. So, all right, guys, we're going to get into the segment that you guys are greatly anticipating for sure, because there's a lot of deals this week. And you know the spiel here at the Mid-Level Media channel. You know, we'd like to help you guys out. We'd like to help you save a buck. We know times are tough. You can't be spending $200-$300 a week on Blu-rays. You got to kind of wait and pick your spots when it comes to new 4Ks and Blu-rays. You know, you might not be able to pick them up right away. You might have to wait a couple weeks. And a lot of times, I'm telling you, I've been noticing this recently, these releases that are being released in like 2 or 3 weeks, they drop significantly in price. So, you know, at $5-$10 in some cases for some of these sets and Blu-rays and 4Ks. So for Hitchcock Collection for $49.99 as well. I'm going to try to include screenshots and all of this when I'm talking. So both of those Hitchcock collections, one in Blu-ray that has like, I think 6 or 7, 8 films maybe. I need to look at the details, but that's $50, and the 4K collection is $50. So I paid $60 for that Hitchcock collection up front. Now, it did drop $5 right before it was delivered to me, and credit to Amazon, they actually credit me back $5 to take care of that difference. So that was pretty cool, but I had still bought it for $55 like a couple of months ago, and now it's $50. So like I said, wait on these drops in prices, because 4 Hitchcock films, beautiful Hitchcock films in 4K for $50, that is a fantastic deal. We also have the Jurassic World 5 movie collection in 4K for $44.99. So that's a great deal right there for those 5 Jurassic Park films in 4K. Battlestar Galactica, that complete series on Blu-ray is $52.99. The Scorpion King 5 movie collection, I didn't even know there were 5 Scorpion King movies, but that is $11.99 right now. So that's a really good deal for that. 1917 on Blu-ray is $9.99. So like I said, I think that movie needs to be viewed in 4K. It's a visual masterpiece, but if you don't have a 4K player, Blu-ray is probably almost just as good. So 1917 is phenomenal for $9.99. We also have, and I'm a little disappointed by this because last night this was $15, and I looked this morning and now it's almost $20. Star Wars Empire Strikes Back, which is my favorite film of all time. The 4K of that is $19.65. That's not a bad price because these are ordinarily $30, but last night it was $15. I should have jumped on that last night and went ahead and ordered it. Because I don't own any of those new Star Wars collectible cover sets or anything like that. So I wanted to own that one at least because it's my favorite film. But I don't know if I'm going to get it now, to be honest, because it's $20. But Knives Out, guys, the 4K of Knives Out, which was what some would call one of the best movies of last year. It didn't crack my top 10. But a lot of people really love that movie. That is only $10.13 right now on Amazon.com. So if you're a fan of Knives Out, wanted the best possible format, the 4K version of that's only $10. That's a great deal, to be honest with you. The Hunger Games, the 4K collection of that is $60. Like I said last week, I think that was on there last week. I don't think that's too great of a deal, but okay. The Cold Pursuit is $10.13 in 4K right now, guys. The Liam Neeson film, so 4K for $10, never a bad deal. And it's a Liam Neeson action film. Those are always great, right? Emma, the period piece drama starring Anya Taylor-Joy is only $9.99 right now on Blu-ray, so that's a great deal for that. The Star Trek trilogy, the Kelvin timeline, the new Star Trek films, a 3-film set in 4K is only $32.49 right now, so that's a really good deal for that. Star Wars, the Revenge of the Sith. Is $20.98 right now. The 4K that's not a bad deal. The Irishman is $27.99. I think that's what that always is, to be honest with you, but they like to pass these off as deals. Midway is $10.13 on 4K. Not a bad deal at all for Midway in 4K. And that, regardless of what I think about the movie, I didn't think the movie was that strong of a war movie. Definitely not as good as 1917. But it's a Roland Emmerich film, and it looks really good. Like the disaster set piece moments in the movie look phenomenal. So I imagine they'll look great in 4K as well. So definitely scoop that up if you don't have Midway and you're interested in war films. But The Hunt, which is a cool little survival horror film that came out earlier this year, one of the first films that went straight to VOD, is $9.99 for the Blu-ray of that. I might actually jump on that because I did enjoy that movie. Even though I already spent $20 to watch it earlier this year, I might jump on that for $10 because it was good. I did enjoy it. $9.96 for Sleepaway Camp, the Scream Factory. That went down in price again. 22 Jump Street, guys, and not 21 Jump Street. That's still full price, but 22 Jump Street in 4K is $13.76 right now. So that's a great deal for that. Cats, guys, is $10 on Blu-ray for any Cats fans out there. You might want to get Cats for $9.99, as is Dr. Dolittle, the other masterpiece from 2020 starring Robert Downey Jr. That is $10 on Amazon. The Invisible Man, which is an actual good movie, is $9.99 on Amazon as well. The Back to the Future trilogy in 4K, like I said, guys, this released 2 weeks ago, has already dropped down to $39.48, so, which is a full $3 less than it was 2 weeks ago. So definitely wait on these deals, guys. The Gentleman is $9.99 in Blu-ray. That was a really fun Guy Ritchie movie at the beginning of this year. I really enjoyed that one. The Fifth Element 4K is $12.81. Maleficent is $12.70. I don't even know. Maleficent is $12.70. Harriet is $10 right now on online as well. I didn't get to see that one. I might have to check that one out. The Big Bang Theory is, and I think that is the 9th season, is $12.96. The Polar Express, getting into the holiday season, that's $8 on Amazon. Scout's Guide to the Apocalypse is $5. Mandy is $7.99 on Blu-ray right now. Just scrolling down, guys. I'm not going to go through everything, but I think that you guys need to see these deals. Bone Tomahawk, which is a great S. Craig Zahler film starring Kurt Russell and Patrick Wilson, is $7.99 right now. RBG, of course, the late great Ruth Bader Ginsburg, her documentary, that is $11.99 right now on Amazon. We also have all three of the Rob Zombie Devil's Rejects, House of a Thousand Corpses, 3 from Hell, all on Blu-ray, a set for $10 on Amazon right now. So yeah, guys, some great deals for sure. The Mockingjay Part 1 is $10. Interstellar is $15. Last Christmas is $12. Yeah, tons of great deals, guys. Tons of great deals. I'm not going to go into every single one. The Omen box set, that Scream Factory box set of The Omen, is $36.51 right now, which is a great deal for that as well. Black Panther on Blu-ray, $15.57. So many good deals. Look these up, guys, on Blu-ray.com. I just went into a bunch of them, but some fantastic deals this week. for new Blu-rays and 4K. But let's go ahead and get into the new releases this week, because I know that's what everybody's excited about. Everybody's excited for what's coming out tomorrow. What can you go into the stores and pick up? Hopefully, if it's there. We'll find out when I do my Blu-ray hunt tomorrow. But the big release this week, guys, actually we have two big releases we're going to get into. V for Vendetta on 4K is coming out on November the 3rd, as I alluded to in the opening of this video. Not November the 5th. I think they missed out on a massive marketing campaign if they just would have extended it to Thursday and did the 5th of November. But I get it. All the Blu-rays come in on Tuesday. You don't want to be late to the party. V for Vendetta 4K is going for $24.99. This is being released by Warner Brothers. The Steelbook at Best Buy is $29.99. It is also getting an Amazon gift set, which Amazon's doing a lot of this lately. That is $49.99 for that set. A little pricey, in my opinion, for one movie. But, you know, I know that Beetlejuice did it a couple of months ago. But in my opinion, that's just a little bit more of an iconic movie than V for Vendetta. Some may disagree. Some may really love the movie. I watched it again last year and reviewed it on my page, actually on November the 5th. And I thought it was just okay. I thought it was an okay movie. I didn't love it, to be honest. But Game of Thrones, guys, the 4K of that, the whole set, all 8 seasons, are coming out tomorrow, and that is $209.99 for just the regular 4K set of that. Now, if you break it down, really, 8 seasons at a little bit, what, about $30 a pop, maybe a little bit less than that, probably about $27 a pop. That's not too bad, to be honest, for all of them being on 4K, but that price is very steep. It's not something it's even more than the Rambo set. It's not something I'm willing to just go make a random purchase for at the stores tomorrow. But if you're planning on getting this set, let me know in the comments below. I would love to hear if somebody's actually going to go in the stores and pick up this $200 set. But we also have the Steelbook set, and Best Buy has to up the ante, of course, for $239.99. $240 for the Steelbook set. It is a gorgeous box set, as I'm going to, or Steelbook set, as I'm going to show the pictures. But oh, God, that is a lot of money to be dropping on one release. So I'm definitely not going to get it. I love Game of Thrones. But yeah, that's a little bit too pricey for me. Kick-Ass Steelbook, Best Buy, being released by Best Buy and Lionsgate. The 4K of that is a 4K Kick-Ass Steelbook for $19.99. Not a bad price for that. Now, I don't think I'm going to get it because I actually already got the 4K of Kick-Ass, and I got this. I believe this was my very first 4K that I ever bought. I bought it back in 2017 when it released, but I do have the 4K of Kick-Ass. It's an awesome slipcover on that, so I don't think I'm going to get the Steelbook. But if you're interested in picking up that Steelbook, let me know in the comments below. Bumblebee is also getting a Steelbook at Best Buy tomorrow, but it is showing right now that it's sold out, and this is a 4K Steelbook, that it's out of stock, and it's going for $50 on eBay. A lot of people are trying to do that, so hopefully there's a mistake somewhere and it gets brought up online tomorrow, or maybe I catch it in stores tomorrow as well. But yeah, a Bumblebee Steelbook for that film that came out in 2018. If you're interested in grabbing that, let me know down below. Antebellum, which is a movie that got some pretty mixed reviews when it came out back in September on VOD. That is getting a Blu-ray and 4K release tomorrow from Lionsgate. The Blu-ray is $19.99 and the 4K is $27.99. That's a little bit steep and pricey for a 4K. I know it's a new release, but I don't know. I think that should have been like maybe $23.99 or something like that for Antebellum. But they're going to try. I'm sure it'll drop in price a little bit in the coming weeks. I was on the fence with this one. I actually kind of wanted to pick it up in Blu-ray, but then I heard all the negativity surrounding it. That's why I didn't get it on VOD. I was just going to buy it on Blu-ray when it came out. But it's been getting a lot of negativity and a lot of negative buzz. I don't know if I want to check this one out. I might just have to rent it off of for $4.99 or $5.99. So I don't know. I do want to see the movie. I just don't know if I'm going to buy the Blu-ray for it. Good Grease 4K, and I grabbed the Grease Steelbooks a couple of weeks ago, but those are just regular Blu-ray. Grease is getting a 4K Best Buy Steelbook tomorrow, being released by Paramount, and that is $27.99. Warner Archive is releasing The Mortal Storm and Josie and the Pussycats tomorrow. The Crown Season 3 on Blu-ray is coming out tomorrow for $32.99. Shout Factory's got a lot of releases coming out tomorrow, a lot of animated releases. That were Best Picture nominated back, I think, in the 2010s. A Cat in Paris, Chico and Rita and the Secret Kills, And The Secret of Kells. Misbehavior is also coming out from Shout Factory. That's a live action film. So I don't really know too much about that one. Hard Kill, which is a Bruce Willis film, is coming out on Blu-ray from Lionsgate. So another Bruce Willis straight to video action film. That's pretty much all he does nowadays, unless M. Night Shyamalan calls him up to do a glass film. But Man of the Year, which is starring Robin Williams, that is getting a Blu-ray release from Sony. And we have some new kinos tomorrow. We have 4 new kinos: The Shepherd of the Hills, Seven Sinners, Coda, and The Veil, all being released tomorrow from Kino Lorber. They Reach is being released by Uncorked Entertainment, so I'm not as familiar with Uncorked Entertainment, but yeah, if you're interested in that title. We also have a How the Grinch Stole Christmas Ultimate Edition on Blu-ray, which contains a couple of other Grinch films. There's like a Grinch Halloween film in there as well. So if you're interested in that, let me know in the comments below. But that does it for all the new releases this week, guys. And like I said, this is a pretty good week for new releases. Not a good week for news and announcements for sure. But I hope I at least made this episode somewhat interesting when I did a deep dive into all of these deals and stuff for you guys. Because there's a lot of kick-ass deals. And as we're heading into Black Friday, we're heading into that Criterion Barnes & Noble sale. It's going to be happening. We're going to be seeing a lot more of these awesome deals and sales come up. This is a big month for collectors and physical media, Blu-ray 4K collectors for sure. So I'm definitely excited for that. But guys, we're going to go ahead and end this video, end this Physical Media Report, episode 29. I thank you so much for joining me here today to hear me ramble on and on about new 4Ks and Blu-rays. But I definitely appreciate that, guys. I'm going to be back tomorrow on this channel for my Blu-ray hunt. Later this week for my slasher review series, my review of Friday the 13th, The Final Chapter will drop this Friday. And I've got a couple other surprise new idea videos that are going to be this week on Wednesday and Thursday, but I'm not going to quite announce those yet. I might announce them on my Instagram. So guys, just be sure, if you're not following me on Instagram at Midlevel Media, definitely follow me there. I break a lot of these announcements as they happen on that page, so you can follow me at Midlevel Media. Also, go ahead and follow me at Midlevel Movie Reviews, which is my movie review page on Instagram as well. I just started today my Stanley Kubrick, a month of Stanley Kubrick community event on my Instagram page. So definitely go over there and check that out, because I'm going to be reviewing all of Stanley Kubrick's films this month on that page. So, and I may review 1 or 2 on this channel. I'm not sure yet, but definitely follow me on those 2 Instagram pages. Follow me on Letterboxd at MidlevelMR. Also, make sure that if you are not already, guys, subscribe to this channel for more great content. And if you want to see more awesome content like this, like my Blu-ray hunts, like my reviews, be sure to just drop me a like and help this video out. That's a great way to support this channel, to support me. If you like what you see, definitely do that. And also comment down below, guys. Let me know what you're excited about, what you plan on picking up this week. I'd love to hear about it, and we'll see you next time.